Ladies and gentlemen, there's many Star Trek actors and actresses who had a one-shot appearance on the original series that stood out. Now, this lady, Luminous, and she started off being a child star and eventually became kind of an ingenue for TV shows with her beautiful looks. And in What Their Little Girl's Made Of, she was basically, not say a robotic clone, but she was made for the pleasure of Corby, who was on the planet, and the Chapel was trying to find him. Her ex, what do you call it, husband or boyfriend, and she played like, kind of a Playboy model, and she was a Playboy model, but we'll get into that in a second. Sherry Jackson, born Sherry D. Jackson, February 15, 42, is an American retired actress and former child star. The native of Wendell, Idaho, where it was active from 1949 to 1982. So basically, even though she's been retired for 43 years, we still remember her with fondness because she was a TV mainstay for years. Now, born in Wendell, her mother, Morita, provided drama, singing, and dancing lessons for Sherry and her two brothers, Curtis and Gary, beginning their formative years. Her father, Curtis L. Jackson Sr., died when she was 6, and Morita moved the family from Wendell to L.A. By one account, Morita, who had been told while still in Idaho their children should be in films, was referred to a theatrical agent by a tour bus driver whom he met in L.A. According to another, she was referred to a friend of an agent who saw Sherry eating ice cream on the Sunset Strip. Perhaps, but within the year Sherry had her first screen test for The Snake Pit with Olivia de Havilland, and by age of 7 appeared in her first feature film, the 49 musical You're My Everything, which starred the great Ann Baxter and Dan Daly. Now, again, in 1950, young Sherry became friends with actor Steve Cochran while working with him on The Lion and the Horse. Steve introduced his friend, writer Montgomery Pittman, to Sherry's widowed mother. A romance developed, and Pittman married Mauricia Jackson in a small ceremony on June 4, 52 in Torrance, California, with Sherry's flower girl and her younger brother Gary's ring bearer. Cochran himself was Pittman's best man. In 55, Cochran hired Pittman to write his next film, Come Next Spring, the first that Cochran produced himself. Sherry played a part of Cochran's mute daughter Annie Ballett, a role Pittman wrote specifically for his stepdaughter. Now, during the course of appearing in several of Ma and Pa Kettle movies during the 50s as Susie Kettle, one of the titular couple's numerous children, Jackson also appeared in Breaking Point, which starred John Garfield in his penultimate film role. In 52, she portrayed the emotional, volatile, visionary, and aesthetic Jancita Marto in The Miracle of Our Lady of Fatima, and the following year played John Wayne's daughter in the football-themed Trouble Along the Way. Now, Jackson also played the older daughter of Terry Williams on the Danny Thomas Show, known as Make Room for Daddy, during the first 3 seasons, from 53 to 58. During the course of her 5 years on the series, she established a strong bond with her on-screen mother, Jean Hagen, but Hagen left the series after the 3rd season in 56. Now, worn out from the relentless pace of the production, she left the program at the beginning of season 6, once her 5-year contract expired. To allow the writers to finish the character off, actress Penny Parker appeared in a role for 14 episodes of season 7, in which the character gets married and moves away. Jackson's impact on the Danny Thomas viewing audience was such that in February 1960, she received a star for television at 6324 Hollywood Boulevard on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Jackson did not return as Terry for the premiere episode of the new series, Make Room for Granddaddy, in 1970. Now it was a bomb. Over the next few years, she broadened her range of acting roles by guest starring in numerous TV series, appearing as a hit woman on 77 Sunset Strip, a freed Apache captive who yearns to return to reservation on The Tall Man, an alcoholic on Mr. Novak, a woman accused of murder on Perry Mason, and an unstable mother-to-be on Wagon Train. Sherry also appeared in the first season guest of the Rifleman episode The Sister, playing the part of a horse-riding sibling of 2 doting brothers. She played a gunslinger's promiscuous young bride in the Western series Maverick episode entitled Red Dog with Roger Moore, Lee Van Cleef, and John Carradine. After a 65 appearance on Gover Pyle USMC, she made guest appearances on Lost in Space, The Space Croppers, reuniting with her Danny Thomas co-star Angela Cartwright, My Three Sons, Gunsmoke, Rawhide, The Wild Wild West, The Night of the Vicious Valentine, and Night of the Gruesome Games as 2 different characters. Batman, of course, the original Star Trek, What Are Little Girls Made Of, and her outfit still draws controversy in 2025. Now, when Blake Edwards remade the TV series Peter Gunn as a featured film entitled Gun in 1967, Jackson was filmed in a nude scene that appeared only in the international version, not the U.S. release. Stills of the nude scene appeared in the August 1967 issue of Playboy magazine in a pictorial entitled Make Room for Sherry. The movie has not been released on VHS or DVD, but you can find it, you can probably, on a YouTube rip. In 1968, Jackson co-starred in Miniskirt Mob as a member of an all-female motorcycle gang and appeared in the 1973 film Cotter, opposite Don Murray and Carol Lindley. In subsequent years, she appeared in TV movies such as The Wild Women, Hitchhike, The Girl in the Late Late Show, Returning Home, Enigma, The Curse of the Moonchild, and Casino. In the 70s to early 80s, she made guest appearances on numerous TV shows, including Love American Style, The Rockford Files, Starsky and Hutch, The Blue Knight, Switch, The Streets of San Francisco, Barnaby Jones, The Incredible Hulk, Fantasy Island, Vegas, Alice, Charlie's Angels, and Chips. Now, Jackson did date Lance Reverend Clow while he was estranged from his wife, Jill St. John. And now in 1967, she began a 5-year relationship with business executive and horse breeder Fletcher R. Jones. On November 7, 1972, Jones was unfortunately killed in a plane crash 8 miles east of Santa Ynez Airport in Santa Barbara County, California. 5 months after Jones's death, she filed a palimony suit against the estate, asking for more than $1 million, equivalent to $6.9 million in 2023, with her attorney stated that Jones had promised to provide her with at least $25,000 a year for the rest of her life. Now, filmography, again, the star of the Hollywood Walk of Fame, this is why she got it. In film, Covered Wagon Raid, 1950, The Breaking Point. Then When I Grow Up, Lorna Doone, Hello God, The Miracle of Our Lady of Fatima, The Lion and the Horse, The Woman is Dangerous, Trouble Along the Way, Come Next Spring, The Adventures of Huck Finn, Wild on the Beach, Gun, The Miniskirt Mob, The Monitors, Cotter, Bare Knuckles, and Stingray. Now on TV, Fireside Theater, The Range Rider, The Gene Autry Show, The Roy Rogers Show, The Danny Thomas Show, 133 episodes. The Ford Television Theater, Lux Video Theater, Private Secretary, Shower of Stars, Mysteries of My Business, The Charles Farrell Show, Maverick, The Rifleman, 77 Sunset Strip, The Swamp Fox, The Millionaire, The Many Lives of Dobie Gillis, Surfside 6, Riverboat, Bringing Up Buddy, The Tall Man, The New Braid, The Twilight Zone, where she was luminous in the James Best episode, The Last Rites of Jeff Myrtlebank. Great episode, by the way. Hawaiian Eye, Gunsmoke, Vacation Playhouse, Mr. Novak, Perry Mason, The Lieutenant, Wagon Train, Rawhide, Gomer Pyle USMC, The Virginian, Branded, Lost in Space, My Three Sons, Batman, she played Pauline, 2 episodes, Death Valley Days, Andrea, Star Trek, The Clone Robot, The Wild Wild West, The Interns, Make Room for Granddaddy, The Immortal, Wild Women, Love American Style, Hitchhike, The Girl in the Late Late Show, Chase, Returning Home, Barbary Coast, Mobile One, The Rockford Files, Mad Helm, Starsky and Hutch, The Blue Knight, Switch, The Streets of San Francisco, Enigma, Barnaby Jones, The Incredible Hulk, Fantasy Island, Vegas, Alice, Charlie's Angels, Chips, and then her last appearance, TV movie Casino. So, ladies and gentlemen, her career, like I said, she hit it out of the bank. But if you look at The Last Rites of Jeff Myrtlebank and you look at all the different parts she played, she didn't do much science fiction, but she was a well-known character actor that always hit it out of the park. Like I said, you're not your typical beauty, but like I said, she went from being a child star, probably one of the most successful child stars into main actors of her generation. And the fact is, if you ever meet her or ever talk to her, she's a dynamite lady, very friendly, very cerebral, and some of my buddies over the years have followed her post-TV career, and it's a celebration of what her life has been. And like I said, she's never been back in TV or movies since the 80s, and it's a loss for us all. She was very, very talented, and like I said, very well loved, and that's why we're doing the podcast today. This was a request from a few months back, and I finally got to it, because we've been doing different Star Trek alumni. So again, a very, very life well lived. Sherry Jackson, we love you, lady, and don't forget, even in Canada, if you're on Star Trek, you're going to live forever, because we love all our guest actors on Star Trek, because you got Shatner and Doohan, our big Canadian tag team, and anything involved with Canada and Star Trek we like to promote. Have a good one, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or share for our vintage podcasts, and requests are always appreciated and always highly considered.